Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard, and I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. Now, today in this particular video, we will talk about, you see, as the title suggests, we will talk about advanced maths. Now, a very specific part of advanced maths, I will give you 20 of the most important advanced maths formulas. Now, before we can deep dive into those, before I give you those formulas, you see, advanced maths is not a particular chapter. It's a particular segment. It's almost half of your syllabus, right? So what all are there in the advanced maths section? Let's understand that first. Then only we can go there, right? So first of all, acha, by the way, this is the Telegram link. Now, these are the chapters that are there in advanced maths. So if you look at this, you will see, sir, you have trigonometry, you have geometry, and you see, if you notice, I have taken geometry as well as mensuration together. Because if you're looking like from a holistic angle, so geometry and mensuration, especially for tier 2, you will get geometry based mensuration questions. Meaning, those questions will have a little bit of, will require you to solve, or will require you to have a little bit of knowledge of geometry as well as a little bit of mensuration as well. Okay, so I have kept this together. Now this is mostly for 2D. Now another part of mensuration is there, which will be 3D mensuration. Mostly that does not require any kind of geometry apart from only frustum. The concept of frustum has similarity concept involved. Now, algebra, definitely something you have to, this is a whole segment altogether. Now again, from the next year's exam, coordinate geometry will be one of the most important things. Statistics, again, these two topics, remember, the weightage of these two topics have suddenly increased, so prepare them properly. So again, I'll give you formulas from there as well. And last but not the least is probability. And again, let me just say this, CGL doesn't really go and ask you separate like PNC questions. PNC questions means permutation and combination questions. But again, if you want to be good in probability, you need to first understand PNC, permutation and combination. You have to have a very good idea about this. Then only you can go into probability. Okay. So these all are the sections. So I'll kind of give you the formulas one by one. Let's start first from algebra. Let us start first from algebra. Now, what all are there in algebra? Let me give you the formulas one by one, a few formulas. Okay. Now again, I've named the session top 20. Now the number of formulas, not exactly 20. You cannot pinpoint the number of formulas. Now, if you go into algebra, let me say one thing. In algebra, there are like different parts to it. So from your basic algebra, meaning the one variable algebra, go with this. If x plus 1 by x is given as p, sir, then you can say, sir, x square plus 1 by x square will be, sir, p square minus 2. This is one of the most important forms. Again, you can just prove it by squaring both sides. And similarly, you can say, sir, if x minus 1 by x is given to you as p, from there also you can get to x square plus 1 by x square. That will be p square plus 2. The best way to remember this is always remember, if this is plus here, it will be minus here. And if this is minus here, it will be always the opposite sign. This is how I generally ask everyone to remember. Remember, in these two formulas, always the rule of opposite sign works. I hope this is clear, right? Now, similarly, once you know squares, you can have a question, sir, what about cube? Again, you see, this is very simple. If x plus 1 by x is p, then What about cube, sir? X cube plus 1 by x cube. This is going to be p cube, so minus 3p, sir. The same rule gets applied over here. Now, similarly, what about again over here? You can ask x cube minus 1 by x cube, sir. This is going to be p cube plus 3p, sir. This is what again happens. The same rule of opposite sign gets applied over here as well. I hope this is clear. I'm giving you some space to look at this. Everyone, you see. Done, sir? Done, done, done. Acha, one mistake I have done. Extremely sorry. Here I have forgotten to write minus. I have written plus only. So if x minus, again this is minus, same thing as the square. Cube also x cube, x minus 1 by x. So from there I'll get the x cube minus 1 by x cube. Because you see again how the proof comes. You just take whole cube of the both sides. Again x plus 1 by x, if you take whole cube, you can never get x cube minus 1 by x cube. It will always give you x cube plus 1 by x cube. So these are the four formulas you can say, very, very important from one variable algebra. Now, two variable algebra, I'm not writing any formulas because most of you guys already know this stuff. Most of you guys already know this. I'm not getting into that. So what I'm getting into, the three variable algebra, which will be again be very, very, very important, which is a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus thrice of ab into c. It can be written as a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus c. This is exactly how you can deal with this. Now let me say a few things here. Very, very important stuff. You can expect many questions out of this. So from this formula, we can draw a few conclusions. The most important one, if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then you see that means this is 0. 0 into anything is 0. So this whole thing also will become 0, sir. The conclusion is then, or rather I should write like this, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus thrice of a, b, c is also 0. Or you can say, sir, a cube plus b cube plus c cube will be equal to thrice of a, b, and c. This is one thing you can do always. Now again, always remember the over here, the converse is also true, sir. The converse is also true. Meaning, if this is given as 0 or this is given as a cube plus b cube plus c cube equal to 3abc, you can go in the opposite direction and say, sir, that means the conclusion a plus b plus c is 0. Okay? But here also remember this again, a simple thing. This part is very important, as if you do a little bit, which I generally show in my foundation batches, you can write this bit as half into a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square, sir. So again, if this bit is 0, if this bit is 0, sir, I can conclude this one. This is only one part of the conclusion one. Oh, I can say this is conclusion one. Second conclusion will be from here, because either this will be 0 or this will be 0, because the left hand side 0 means this into this. So either this 0 or this 0. We have done this in school. So that bit equal to 0 will give you sum of squared 0 means they are individually 0. So if you do a few lines, you will get to this conclusion as well, which gives you A equal to B equal to C. This is also not very not used very much, but again a good conclusion. You should remember, if SSC can ask you a couple of questions if they want to play a little games with you guys. Okay. So this was a little bit about algebra. One variable, three variables, two variables I've skipped because most of you already know this. A plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, the cubes and stuff we all know. Now, let's move into the next one. Next one is, sir, trigonometry. Again, please understand most of these stuff. Again, most of advanced maths is very much under what? Very much under formula. You need to remember the formulas, right? So if we go into that, so trigonometry, what you need to do, rather than giving you the basic formulas, trigo, I'm just writing it. Basic formulas you all know, I'm assuming. Basic formulas means the basic ratios, the definition of sine, cos, tan, sec, cosec, and cot. Ratios you know. And the basic identities, there are three basic identities. Sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. I'm writing it. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1. And cosec square theta minus cot square theta is 1. Now, this is not a problem. The problem actually starts from advanced identities. Sir, advanced identities, let me write down a few very important ones. Sir, most important advanced identities, sine A plus B, sir. You see, we write it as sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, sir. Now again, if there is minus here, just put the minus here. You see, just by doing this bit, I got another formula. So if it is plus, this is in between also will get plus. If it is minus, we'll get minus. Similarly, we can do the same thing for cos A plus B. But again, there is a slight change. Cos A plus B. The formula is cos A cos B, and this one will be sin A sin B, sir. Now the problem is, if it is plus here, cos A plus B, it will be minus here, sir. This will be minus. Whereas if this is minus here, this will be plus here. Same, sir, for tan. What will happen for tan? Tan A plus B will be, sir, tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. This is the formula for tan A plus B. Now again, if it is minus here, then it will be minus here, opposite sign will be here. These are the three formulas, most important ones. Now from these formulas, especially the sine and cos ones, we get the formulas for sums and products. Again, those are also very important, which you need to derive. I'm not writing it right here. But again, from multiple, submultiple also, you need to remember a few identities. The most important identity of multiple, submultiples, so sine 2 theta, it will be, sir, 2 sine theta cos theta. And cos 2 theta has three formulas to it. This is very, very, very important. So the most common one is this one, cos square theta minus sine square theta. Now again, by changing this sine square to cos square, you can write 2 cos square theta minus 1. Or by changing this cos square, you can write 1 minus 2, sine square theta. And you see, using these two, magic happens. The most important two formulas we get out of this. What? Sir, if you take these two, sir, you get 1 plus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta, sir. And 1 minus cos 2 theta, you get 2 sine square theta. These are most probably the most important two formulas of your entire advanced trigonometry. 1 plus cos, 1 minus cos. Very, very, very important. Okay? So again, I'm just going with this. Similarly, there are formulas for 3 theta, tan 2 theta, tan 3 theta and stuff. You must do those as well. Perfect, I hope. I hope this is clear. Now, means again, I'm just giving you the hints I've given you. See, we have already gone past 20. I told you this will happen. Again, it's impossible to for me to give you exactly 20 formulas. Now, I have covered trigonometry because these two I planned because these two are the most important parts. Now, geometry and mensuration. Sir, mensuration में mostly 3D is more important. Go through all the formulas. What you need to do for each and every structure, especially 3D, you have to, for 3D, you need to go for the CSA formula. You need to go for TSA formula. You have to go for volume formula. Must be there, must be in your mind, just like your name, you have to remember. It should not be like this, you need to think about the formulas anymore. Now, coming to coordinate geometry, sir. Coordinate geometry, what you need to remember? Sir, distance formula, section formula for internal sections, that much only works. Sir, area formula, very important. And the straight line equations. And last but not the least, circle equations. These are the things you need to remember. So statistics में sir, they are asking nowadays many things. So central tendency, first mean median mode. Now what became very important, very important is mode and median for group data. Group data. Those formulas, you remember L plus N by 2 minus CF. Achha, let me just write it. These two are very important. So, median for group data. Once you have found the, you can say, the median class, the median will be L plus N by 2 minus CF divided by F into H. Now, each of these has different meanings. Once you remember, I'm just giving you the hint, you can figure it out. Similarly, if you want to go for mode, which is also very important, 2023 onwards, every year they have asked. So that will be L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H, sir. So again, these things you need to remember as like the palm of your hand. Very important formulas for group data. Again, if anyone have any doubts here, please go through and clarify this. Very important. Okay. Now, again, with that being said, last but not the least is probability. Here, mostly you need the classical probability, the classical definition. But again, do go a little bit into, because 2023 onwards, again, they have shifted their focus a little bit. Do go a little bit into the compound probability as well, the Bayes theorem. Okay, now that was something that I wanted to discuss in this particular video. So I hope you have got the idea of what is to be done and how you need to approach advanced maths. So with that being said, that will be all for this particular video. I will again see you guys next week. Till then, please take care. And if you have loved this, please feel free to hit the like. And the new foundation batches we have also launched last week. Feel free to join them and feel free to check out what all you are getting. The details are there in our app as well as our website. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.